Let's speak English. Английский, мой Шекспир, это нью-йоркский таксистив. Английский, станный умный, хоть и бамбойский девчиска.
Okay, so guys, I'm glad to see you back here, and we continue talking about sport. Okay, so remember last time we asked you to answer several questions. Would you please check your answers together with us? So, the first one, the 100 meters world record is, right, 9.58 seconds. On most door athletic tracks, one lap is, right, 800 meters. Athletic events which involve jumping and throwing are called, right, field events. Then, the event which consists of 10 track and field events is called the, right, decathlon. In 2004, Olympic Games were held in Athens. And the last question of our quiz, the object that is passed from runner to runner in a relay race is called a baton. So, my congratulations to those kids who did this quiz correctly. And we continue with our lesson. So, the first task is for you to unjumble the words. Unjumble means to put the letters in the correct places. So, can you guess the first word? What may it be? Right, that's a stadium. What about the second one? Meet? Of course, it's team. And the next one? Athlete, you're quite right. The next one? And it is coach, a very important person. Okay? A long one. And it's a competitor. The next one, please. Interesting one. Right, that's a contest. This one. Of course, it's defeat. And, right, league. Okay, the last one. You're quite right. That's the season. So here are the words you need to use during your lessons about sport. So once again, stadium, team, athlete, coach, competitor, contest, defeat, league, and season. Let's move on. So today we're going to do listening tasks. And before we start listening, I'd like you to take a look at the pictures and the words. So, what do you have here? We've got darts, pubs, golf club, wicket, and mullet. Take a look at the pictures and tell me, so what is darts? Which picture is that? Right, this one, darts, a very famous game played in England. Okay, pubs. Pubs, I think that's a place. So which picture matches this word? Right, this one. So pub is a place where people play darts and have a nice time during their evenings. Then comes golf club. Golf club is the thing you need to use to play golf with. Okay, and two more unusual words, wicket and mullet. So, wicket. Right, that's the wicket. And you can find this object in cricket. So, and the last one is mullet. That's the hammer you use to play polo while you're riding a horse. Okay, guys, so you're ready to do the listening task. So, your attention on the screen. You have to underline the sports you hear while listening. Look through the list. You've got there darts, football, golf, baseball, rugby, motor racing, snooker, swimming, cycling, aerobics, and basketball. Lots of sports will be mentioned, but not all of them you need to underline. Okay, are you ready to listen? So, let's start. Okay, the British are regarded to be solid and phlegmatic. True or not, their traditional sports are rather slow and effortless. A good example of such a sport is darts, a popular game played in pubs, in which short steel darts are thrown at a circular board with the aim of scoring a particular number of points. As darts is popular among the working class, golf is played by the upper classes. This is an old Scottish game for 2 or 4 persons who hit small hard balls with special golf clubs into 9 or 18 holes on a mown ground called a golf course. Cricket is even more sophisticated. The cricketers are usually men, traditionally wearing white clothes. The game is played by 2 teams of 11 people on a mown grass field with special bats and wickets. The English also like snooker, very similar to billiards, and bowls, a game in which a heavy wooden ball is rolled over a lawn in such a way that it stops as close as possible to a small white ball. Another British sport is polo, reserved for the elite, a ball game played on horseback with mallets. The sports mentioned above may be considered as typically British, but it doesn't mean that they are the most popular ones. The vast majority of British people take part in individual sports such as swimming, cycling, fishing, aerobics, or just walking. However, only 10% of adults practice sports regularly. Others prefer watching on TV. The favorite spectator sports are football, the national game, rugby, athletics, and tennis. Okay, so you listened to the text for the first time. Are you ready to tell the answers and underline the sports you hear? Okay, so the correct answers are darts, football, golf, rugby, snooker, swimming, cycling, aerobics. All other sports were not mentioned in the listening. Okay, guys, are you ready to listen for the second time? Now, you will have to listen once again and you have to make your choice and answer the questions you see on the screen. You can have 3 or 2 minutes to look through the questions we've got. Okay? So, I hope that everything is clear and there are no unknown words for you. Okay? So, there are 6 questions. Listen and choose the correct answers. Okay. So, let's listen once again. The British are regarded to be solid and phlegmatic. True or not, their traditional sports are rather slow and effortless. A good example of such a sport is darts, a popular game played in pubs in which short steel darts are thrown at a circular board with the aim of scoring a particular number of points. As darts is popular among the working class, golf is played by the upper classes. This is an old Scottish game for 2 or 4 persons who hit small hard balls with special golf clubs into 9 or 18 holes on a mown ground called a golf course. Cricket is even more sophisticated. The cricketers are usually men, traditionally wearing white clothes. The game is played by two teams of 11 people on a mown grass field with special bats and wickets. The English also like snooker, very similar to billiards, and bowls, a game in which a heavy wooden ball is rolled over a lawn in such a way that it stops as close as possible to a small white ball. Another British sport is polo, reserved for the elite, a ball game played on horseback with mallets. The sports mentioned above may be considered as typically British, but it doesn't mean that they are the most popular ones. The vast majority of British people take part in individual sports, such as swimming, cycling, fishing, aerobics, or just walking. However, only 10% of adults practice sports regularly. Others prefer watching on TV. The favorite spectator sports are football, the national game, rugby, athletics, and tennis. Take your time and mark the answers. Okay, when you are ready, we may start checking. So, the first question, how can you characterize British traditional sports? Okay, and according to the listening, they are slow and effortless. Okay, what about the second question? What game is very popular in pubs? Okay, of course, the game is darts. The third one, what kind of game is cricket? Easy, sophisticated, individual, one team playing? Yes, it is sophisticated. What sport is reserved for the elite? And it is polo. Then, what another individual sports are popular in Great Britain? And they are snooker and bowls. Then, how many English people practice sports regularly? And the number is 10%. Only 10% of the British people practice it regularly. What about Ukraine? Do we practice sport regularly? Okay, let's answer the questions after the listening. So the first one, which sports are also popular in Ukraine? Think a while. Personally, I think that football, basketball and tennis are also popular in Ukraine. But unfortunately, cricket, polo or rugby are not so popular in Ukraine. Okay, the second question. If you had a chance to try any, which one would you choose? Think. If I had a chance, I would probably choose polo. I love horses and I think I would like to try playing polo. And the last question, what do you prefer more, to watch or participate? For me, the answer is obvious. I definitely prefer to participate. But I like watching figure skating, for example. We are ready to move on. Guys, have you ever heard such a phrase, phrasal verbs? Well, you know that there are parts of speech and you know that there are verbs. But what are the phrasal verbs? Phrasal verbs are verbs that consist of 2, 3 or more parts. They consist of a regular verb, well, a very ordinary one, like go, or join, or take. And then we add a preposition, and the whole meaning is changed. Let's look through the phrasal verbs connected with the topic of sport. So, the first one, carry on. So, what does it mean? To carry on. I know carry, I know on. but together the meaning is to continue. Well, carry on jogging, carry on riding, carry on reading. Let's carry on. Okay, the second one, eat out. Eat, but why out? To eat out means to eat at a restaurant. Eat not at home. Okay, the next one, give up. I heard this phrase. They say never give up. And to give up means stop doing something you do regularly. So never give up doing sport. The next one, join in. Join in. If I want somebody to play with me, I would say join in. And it means participate, come and play with me, be with me. Send off. To send off, the judge or umpire can do that. So it means make a player leave a game. For example, the player number 11 was sent off. It means that he will not play anymore during this match or the whole league. The next one, take up. Take up. What does it mean? It means to start a hobby or a sport. I am thinking of taking up a new sport, maybe boxing. The next one is turn down. When the music is too loud and you can't hear anybody, you need to turn your music down. And the last one is turn up. When you can't hear, you need to turn the volume up. So to turn the volume up means to increase the volume. Okay, you're ready to do some exercises on phrasal verbs. So the first one, you should take a sport, then you would get more exercise. So, and you've got off, up and down. Which one would you choose? Take up. That's right. The second one, I'm trying to work. Could you please turn your music? It's too loud. Right, to turn your music down. Okay, the next one, just ask and I'm sure the other children will let you join in. The other children will let you participate in their games. The next one, the referee sent David for arguing with him. So David was sent off. And that's the correct answer. The last one, this is my favorite song. Turn it right. Turn it up. Okay guys, good job with the phrasal verbs. One more task and you're almost done. So the next one is idioms. We've got here different sports, 4. So you've got boxing, swimming, sailing, ball games and cricket. Very often people create some very interesting phrases using their experience. They may sound interesting and they may mean also interesting things. So there is an idiom connected with boxing. Take a look. Saved by the bell. So what does it mean to be saved by the bell? To be saved by the bell, it means that you are saved unexpectedly from a very bad situation you were in. Take a look at the example. I was going to give you a math test, but you've been saved by the bell. The lesson was over. The next idiom is connected to swimming or sailing. Sink or swim. That's a very interesting situation. Very often we can be in such a situation that we have either to win or fail. Take a look at the example. We're in a sink or a swim situation. It means that we have either win or fail. No other options. Then, in ball games, there are also several idioms. The ball is in your court. while playing tennis, right? The ball is in your place, is in your court. It means that it's your time to give the answer. Take a look at the example. So, you've had a reply from the coach. The ball's in your court now. What are you going to say to her? The next idiom is connected to cricket. So, take a look. Be on a sticky wicket. Sticky. Something sticky. Maybe sweet, and that's why sticky. Then it means to be not in a very pleasant situation, and this situation may cause you some troubles or problems. Take a look at this example. He is on a sticky wicket with his test results. So his test results may cause him some problems. Once again, saved by the bell, sink or swim, the ball is in your court, and be on a sticky wicket. Now guys, the ball is on your court, and we prepared a challenge for you. Would you please use these phrasal verbs you see on the screen, like carry on, eat out, give up, join in, send off, take up, turn down, or turn up, and the idioms you saw on the previous slide to make up your story. And would you please post it in the comments to this lesson? I'll be really waiting for your answers, and I'll try to read all of them and answer them. So, be my guest and send me a story. See you next time. It was a great pleasure to work with you today. Bye.